the ring from our main show, CWA Gold Rush 2018. Man, oh my gosh, I am so excited about every main event that comes here in the CWA, but Gold Rush is huge.
RBK, that card is super stacked.
It is.
We have our CWA champion, Aaron Stone. He's going to go one-on-one with Mark Reconcile, and I want to go into that a little bit. Last week we saw the two of those guys teaming up. I never thought in a million years Mark Reconcile would come to team up with Aaron Stone, but nonetheless he did, and I'm just going to call it like it is. I mean, they fell a little short. Other things I'd like to touch base on. We have now our 4 contenders that will compete in that Golden Opportunity match. We have Rian Skills, Ellis Candido, Jacob Schmidt, and of course now Enigma. We have a lot to talk about, but we have a long show. We can get into a lot of it as time goes on, but as you notice, we're 1 member short here tonight. Lethal has requested a little bit of ring time here. He'd like to come out and address a concern of his. I'm not exactly sure what he's talking about, but nonetheless, we're going to bring him out here right now. So, Lethal, he's going to go out there and talk about it. So, RBK, what can I say? 1 week away from Gold Rush. I always start to get giddy around this time.
I think I can see why too, because remember, Gold Rush last year was the start of the CWA Hall of Fame.
Yeah, it was, absolutely.
So
you, of course, the very first inductee ever.
Didn't want to go into that, but yeah, I just wanted to mention it was the start of the Hall of Fame. But yes, it's nice to be, but right now I want to give Lethal the ring time. So I don't like to brag too much anymore. That's got me into trouble, you know that.
Let's see what he's got to say.
I agree.
Next Saturday night, June 9th, will be the 6th annual Gold Rush event. Headlines by CWA Heavyweight Champion Aaron Stone defending his title against Mark Reconcile. Yeah! And several other great matches taking place, including a fatal 4-way for this Golden Opportunity briefcase. That's right. A tag team title match between Super Scary, facing Warlord and Tyler Cross. We'll see Cleotis K, the leader of the Rednecks, defending his championship against Samuel Maddox.
That's the second title, by the way.
Yep.
We will see Greg Knight go one-on-one with Matt Wild, and there will be a last man standing match. Woo! Now that brings me to something else that's been referenced in regards to Gold Rush 6, and that's the leader of O'Doyle Enterprises, Riley O'Doyle, challenging a member of the board of directors to a singles match. Now, 2 years ago at Gold Rush, we saw RBK defeat Riley one-on-one. That's true. He puked. Last year at Gold Rush 5, we saw Riley's team go up against the board of directors and Tony Taylor in a match in which we won. Right. So, what's the point? What's the point of going up against Riley yet again? Right. However, something did occur to me, and I would like to show you all exactly what happened at last year's Gold Rush.
Well, we're going to play some footage right here. Last year's Gold Rush, of course. Gold Rush 5. See a low blow there to Riley O'Doyle, and there's Lethal.
Yes.
Right over the head with the guitar.
Which enabled our CEO, Tony Taylor, to get the pin for the 1, 2, 3, and there we are standing on top.
Tyler Cross throwing sin. Riley was left to fend for himself against all 4 of us. Yep. And I shattered the guitar over his skull. Yep. And defeated him in the middle of the ring. Yep. However, about 5 or 6 months later, at CWA Maximum Carnage inside the steel cage, I would square off against Warlord, and unfortunately, this is what happened.
Well, here we go, CWA Maximum Carnage last year. Riley, of course, coming out with the guitar, presenting it to Warlord. And RBK, this is devastating.
Oh, right there.
A little bit of payback there. Lethal taking the guitar right over the head, and of course, Warlord victorious.
There you have it. Give the assist to Riley O'Doyle as he handed the guitar to Warlord, costing me the match.
You see a Lethal now with the guitar in his hand.
Now, it's been about 6 months since that took place, but I haven't forgotten. So Riley, I'm out here tonight, June 2nd, to tell you that 7 days from tonight at Gold Rush 6, a member of the board of directors that is accepting your one-on-one challenge is me.
Whoa, wait a minute.
Oh, here
I thought this was a joke, RBK.
Under one condition, the stipulation of a guitar on a pole match.
Oh my God, RBK. Lethal, surprising everybody, a guitar on a pole match, and then...
Oh, well, there's Warlord.
Well, now, if you remember last week, RBK, Warlord said that he was going to be left in charge of O'Doyle Enterprises for 2 weeks as Riley was going to be gone. And here Warlord is, Lethal in the middle of a sentence.
I mean, guitar on a pole match. This is interesting. I've never heard of this personally. I wonder how this is going to work.
Well, it's going to work like any other stipulation when you put something on a pole. We've seen a beer on the pole.
You suck, Lord! You know, I'm glad you were the one to accept O'Doyle's challenge. What? Shut up. Because he's going to knock your ass out with that guitar, just like I did. What?
Whoa.
You know, Golden Rush could come early tonight, and I could just shatter this right over your head right now. I'm sure they'd love to see that. Yeah.
Oh, there we go.
Yes! 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 You want to talk like that? You got a set of balls? Why don't you fight me tonight right now?
Oh, now Warlord out here challenging Lethal.
Yeah, I would. I really would. The only problem with that, Warlord, is that I've already scheduled you for a one-on-one match tonight, and I'm going to let this man do the honors of kicking your ass all over this ring. Bring him out.
Oh, now here we go.
See, indeed.
The two of these men, no strangers to competition. They've seen each other in the ring before, but here he is in the flesh. Superman, Santana Starks, and Lethal's going to serenade him to the ring here as he goes one-on-one with Warlord. Now, I guarantee you, RBK, Warlord was not expecting this. He came out here representing O'Doyle Enterprises, probably trying to one-up Lethal, and this is what he gets for it.
I like this guy. Super bad Santana Starks.
Now, if I remember correctly, one of the last times these two have seen each other, might have been the last time they saw each other, Warlord got nailed with a top rope elbow drop by Starks, causing a lot of internal damage.
What the ball now?
Well, D'Angelo Johnson going ahead and checking Warlord, now checking Starks. And we're going to have ourselves a singles match here, kicking off the June 2nd edition of CWA Extreme, 1 week prior to CWA Gold Rush and RDK.
Absolutely.
Here we go, and this match is underway.
Opening match.
Of course,
Warlord sucks.
There we go.
Going back a little bit, Starks, of course, competing in that 16-man tournament for a shot at the Golden Opportunity case. Falling a little bit short, but nonetheless, he's here tonight, ready for competition, smile on his face, and the two of these men locking up right here in the middle of the ring.
And you just see Warlord trying to grab the ear of Starks during that tie-up, but Starks having none of that. And you can see Starks in the beginning of the match getting into Warlord's head a little bit, which he did.
Starks is a ring veteran here. A little quicker than Warlord on the open.
On the technical side of things too. I mean, Starks has got not only power, he's got technicality to him too. Look at this, nicely done there. Headlock takedown, no cover, no cover. That's a submission hold right there. Warlord really in a bad way to start this matchup. Shots to the midsection. Throws him off the ropes, and Starks taking Warlord down. Starks bigger, stronger, power and size, but pretty agile for a big guy. Look out. But there's the speed and agility. Warlord with the speed and quickness advantage, and the hip toss to turn this match around. So, but as you see, Starks gets right back up. That hip toss is really not having much effect on Starks. Vance getting behind Starks. Oh, what's this? Starks wanting it? No.
Warlord wants no part of it.
That's a big mistake on Starks because Warlord can play dirty, and he's been known for. Oh well, that's shocking. But Starks playing the game of Warlord.
He caught him up, and he's got him in some sort of a hammerlock here.
I got inverted hammerlock here. Ah, there we go.
Referee trying to back him up. He's caught in the ropes, and there's 2. Warlord hung up on that top rope.
Getting beat down by Starks, and here it is, off the ropes. There's a huge clothesline. Cover, and no. Warlord's not going down that easy. Look out, suplex time. Look out. Oh, nice! Falcon arrow!
Covered now by Starks. How you doing, guys?
I'm all right, Lethal, and
Well, I'm glad I got that out of the way. Officially challenging or accepting Riley's challenge.
I mentioned RBK. I initially thought
Starks now. What's he gonna do here to Warlord?
yeah, body slam.
I looked at that whole challenge by Riley O'Doyle as nothing but a big joke, but you know what? The joke's on him because this guitar and a pole match, I'm actually now very interested to see.
Cover now. Well, you know what? Last Saturday on the Memorial Day edition of Saturday Night Extreme, it occurred to me that I've never actually beat Riley one-on-one. He has, however, beaten me one-on-one. So it's my turn to return the favor, and I'm going to do it in style at Golden when I shatter a guitar over his head for the second consecutive Golden.
Well, I hope you're doing. Getting back to the match, a jawbreaker by Warlord, and he just stole the match around.
Warlord, of course, will be participating in the tag team title match of this year's Gold Rush. I'm sure you guys touched on that already.
We did. We mentioned, well, I don't think we actually got to that one. We did talk briefly about
suplex.
Oh,
Might have landed out awkwardly on his
dropped him
neck.
on his head. That's not good for Starks. We did touch briefly on our heavyweight championship main event. And of course, I also touched on this golden opportunity match. I mentioned Starks formerly in the 16-man tournament.
Well, he defeated Matt Wild in the first round, but was eliminated by Jacob Schmidt in the second round.
whoa.
Speaking of that golden opportunity, later we will see, or actually up next we will see 2 of the 4 men that will compete in that ladder match go one-on-one in an epic match between Rion Skills and Enigma.
Wow, that's a good one.
Warlord just tried to use the towel that showed Starks. Referee Angel Johnson all over that, and now Warlord.
This, of course, the final stop before Gold Rush 6. We are just 7 days away from the big one. I know Aaron Stone's here tonight. I know Mark Reconcile is here tonight. This night is far from over. In the middle of this opening contest between Warlord and Superbad Santana Starks, and Warlord currently in control. Clothesline.
Oh, reveal pick. Right to the midsection.
Starks a little smart for that. Corner to corner. Oh, man, knees to the face. Warlord might be out. This could be 3, 1, 2, and D'Angelo Johnson just shy of 3. Warlord able to kick out, and Starks in control here. Well, the go-home edition of Extreme, you know, it's always a very special occasion, regardless of the main show. But when you think of Gold Rush, the biggest show of the year for us, anything can happen on a night like tonight. And like you just said, Rion Skills going against Enigma, a great match. Seeing Santana Starks
take over there.
Seeing Starks here in attendance, very big surprise here. Especially, I think no one was more surprised than Warlord when you announced that he was going to be going one-on-one against this man here tonight. Oh, come on now, I don't think he... low blow there.
Robert didn't say it. Roll up here by Warlord.
Come on, Starks. Kick out, Starks. No, no.
Oh, that was close.
We've seen Warlord win many matches that exact same way. This time, however, Starks able to kick out before the 3 count. And now Warlord, what's he thinking about? Off the middle rope and a double axe handle.
Wait a minute. Starks having none of that.
He's shaking it off. These punches having little to no effect.
He's just pumping
He's hulking up, damn it.
Oh my God, he is.
He's hulking up on the
Warlord.
Warlord making a big mistake here.
Oh man. Trying to go with those punches, but Santana Starks battling back.
Warlord's been fighting a very dirty fight here in this opening match.
Oh, what a move by Starks.
He's down. Starks off the rope.
The leg
and
drop.
he's going to drop the big leg.
He goes. That could be it. Cover.
Warlord is able to kick out. And the Hulk Hogan moveset, not enough to finish off Warlord.
Starks going at it with D'Angelo Johnson. Unfortunately, wait a minute, Warlord.
Wait a minute,
Loco.
Juan Loco. One of Warlord's opponents coming up next Saturday at Gold Rush.
Oh, he got him. Ole Nelson. Oh my goodness. Starts with the full Nelson submission on Warlord. He's trying to make him tap.
Very interesting maneuver here.
He's got it locked in.
He's kind of locked in.
I don't think Warlord's getting out of it. He is tapping.
He's giving it up. That's it.
That is it.
Took a minute for D'Angelo to see that, but Starks winning
By
via
submission.
A big win for Superbad Santana Starks, rebounding from that BS loss he suffered to Jacob Schmidt a few weeks ago. But give the assist to Juan Super Loco. Warlord, as I mentioned, fighting a very dirty match here against Starks.
Absolutely. You know, that low blow, it must have been something that Warlord saw on that monitor. Wait a minute, Loco's going in.
Oh, they're going at it. They're going at it.
Wait a minute, here comes Tyler Cross now.
Wait a minute. Oh, no.
Well, 2-on-1's never a good odds. Wait a minute.
Cross and Warlord double teaming Loco. Here comes Night Terror in the ring. Night Terror gonna get himself some. Down goes Warlord. Down goes Tyler Cross.
Oh, my goodness.
Warlord and Tyler Cross will challenge Night Terror and Juan Loco for the Tag Team Championships next Saturday night at Gold Rush. And what a tag team title match that is shaping up to be, you guys.
No, absolutely. Juan Loco, Night Terror. These guys, CWA Tag Team Champions, nearly a year here. It's only in a matter of a couple of days. And they're looking very strong going into Gold Rush.
Just in the nick of time, Night Terror coming to the aid of his partner, Juan Super Loco. Let's get on with our next match.
Well, you know that music, RBK?
Yes.
Now, we talked about this just a couple of minutes ago, RBK. Rion Skills will go one-on-one with Enigma. What can I say? These two men are in the Golden Opportunity matchup next week at Gold Rush. The case still hanging above the ring. Inside of that case, a contract that's going to be honored anywhere, anytime, as long as the referee is present. I mean, I believe there's got to be a ring as well, but that contract can be honored for a shot at the CWA Championship. Basically, RBK, in my opinion, if you were a Golden Opportunity case holder, just same thing as when we had the second to none briefcase. If you were a case holder here in the CWA, you're as good as champion at that point.
Yeah. That's a golden ticket to a title shot right then and there. So, and not only that, Rion is still the CWA Internet Champion.
Yeah, Rion, of course, creating a record of his own here.
Yes.
Four-time CWA Internet Champion.
That's backwards. It's backwards. That's
Yeah,
backwards.
he's aware.
Oh, I see what you mean. I get it.
Celebrating, cut a little bit short here as Enigma comes out there, and now Rion, he's all smiles and laughs, but he's all business now.
Yeah, you cannot take Enigma lightly, and Rion knows that. Doesn't matter.
Well, here we go. This will be a interesting match to say the least.
And it will.
Referee checking Rion.
And now checking Enigma. Oh, two of them stretching out, getting ready to go. Once again, both of these men in the Golden Opportunity match. This match is basically going to be who's going to have the more momentum going in. It's definitely dividing. Well, we're waiting
The crowd for sure divided.
Now we're just waiting for a referee to call for the bell. There we go.
There we go. Match underway.
I'm kind of smiling.
Well, it's all business for these guys. Rian, of course, pointing up to the Golden Opportunity. That's what it's really all about here.
Yes, and Enigma even too looking at it.
But you got to think the winner of this match is going to, going to have great momentum going into next week. Enigma, of course, a former CWA champion.
Handshake. Oh,
Rian never holding the CWA championship. Basically doing everything else here. Well, as far as singles competition is concerned. And here they go, lock it up here.
Two big guys.
They're both trying to put as much as they got into it. Rian pushing now, Enigma pushing back.
And Enigma with the advantage though.
Come on, break it up. 1, 2.
D'Angelo on top of it. Well, Enigma backing off, waiting for Rian to come out. Rian trying to reassess the situation. I think Rian is maybe trying to size up Enigma, trying to find some sort of a weakness. Now that's something I can definitely say Enigma may not have. I mean, we know Night Terror's got his weak knees and, some of these bigger guys. Enigma, not quite a big guy, but he can definitely hold his own in that match, in a matchup.
Actually, if you take off that jacket that he's got on, that exposed skin, you might be able to get some extra damage. So,
yeah, some might call that a very big advantage on his part, wearing that that body armor type of getup he's got.
yes. But once again, Enigma just a bit too strong for Rian. You see that Enigma is, in a way, showing respect for Rian. Even though he slapped his hand at the beginning, it seemed like there was no respect, but Enigma wants Rian to bring it.
Go another tie-up.
This is the third one. Third time may be the charm. And this time it's Rian skills. This time Rian skills overpowering Enigma. And now Rian, technically he should be out. Oh.
Oh, Rian almost going for that right hand, but Enigma saw it coming.
But even Rian stopped it himself. He's like, wait a minute. You can see that.
Very interesting thus far, though, RBK. If you look at it, it's very equally matched. Both men trying to size one another up, trying to find some sort of an advantage.
True, but Rian almost wanted to play a dirty trick, but Rian said, wait a minute, no real beef here. It's just about who's going to have the bigger momentum going into it. What's this? Apparently another test of strength here. Now they're going to grapple, this time Rian with a kick to the midsection. Rian's had enough of this. And a shot, but no effect on Enigma. Night Terror and Enigma known for this. These right hands, you throw it at him, it doesn't even faze him. Combo shots, and down goes Rian with a right hand from Enigma. And once again, Rian throwing his hardest shots, but Enigma just hammering away on Rian's head, and Enigma has the advantage, just like that. That armor is just saving Enigma from taking too much damage.
Well, you got to look at it this way, RBK. With the armor aside, Rian is going to take an opportunity when he sees it. Rian is a veteran. He's been doing this for a very long time, and we cannot say the same for Enigma. Like I said, Enigma, two-time CWA champion, as he comes back, and there it is right now, and this could be the opening that Rian is looking for. Enigma, nobody home, and Rian's definitely going to take advantage of this. He sees it.
There's a shot right to the back. Enigma was favoring that lower back there. If that is a target for Rian, then that is a target. Oh! Shot right to the back. Rian methodically taking his time to wear down Enigma, and now picking him up by the vest. Oh boy. Oh! A hard shot by Rion Skills. Rion, a very effective striker. Has some grappling moves in his arsenal. Oh, but Enigma. Once again, the face shots don't even phase him. Another shot. Still not good. The third one. But Enigma just standing tall. Instead, those shots only enraged him. And once again, Rion is going to have to figure out how to defeat Enigma. Because those punches are not facing him. Oh, technical wrestling. Enigma trying to gain ground, but this time Enigma's got Rion back tie up into that headlock.
Well, they're both tied up in the ropes here. D'Angelo now stepping in. But I'm not sure who is who now. They're both kind of tangled up. And now Enigma's still caught up in the ropes. Rion pushing him against. And then looks like he drove his shoulder and forearm into the lower back of Enigma, taking advantage of him being locked up in the ropes. And now, if you look at the face of Rion, it almost appears as if he's reevaluating what to do here. Enigma definitely favoring the lower back. Wait, the tape's coming off, RBK. The tape's coming off. Not sure what that means.
I think when the tape comes off, it means that Rion means business. Though he's used that to choke people before, but not this time. I don't think so.
Well, he might be ditching it. I don't know. Regardless, yeah, it's almost that. What do they call it? Like a euphemism, or I don't know. I could be wrong, but for the gloves coming off, I think Rion's done messing around here as he throws a nice elbow right across the back of the neck of Enigma.
Oh, headbutt right to the back. Just wearing down Enigma.
Huh. Not that hard to figure out at all. Enigma, right? Okay.
Oh boy. What's Rion got a plan here? What the heck? Oh, leapfrog maneuver? What's that? What is Rion thinking? I don't know. Oh, wait a minute. Going for that abdominal stretch. He's got it locked in. Michael Andrews, he's got that abdominal.
I see it. Enigma really nowhere to go at this point.
This submission move, we've seen Rion finish opponents with this move.
Well, desperately trying to fight out of this. Now, this really comes down to another. I know it's not quite a test of strength, but that's when it comes down. And there's the hip toss by Enigma.
Beautiful counter. Enigma turning the tables just like that. And Enigma favoring the lower back still. But now Enigma going to work as he stomps on Rion into the corner. Look out! Oh! And Enigma showing that aggressive style. Oh, look out! And a throw to tackle in the corner. Rion is down. Rion in trouble. The Internet Champion is in trouble with the lower back of Enigma. You can see the lower back of Enigma.
That's the bad part, RBK. I know you're swatting bugs away.
Yeah,
it gets warm in here, and that's when they come out. Enigma still favoring that lower back. Oh! Big splash. All of his body weight on Rion. Only a 2 count. Rion barely getting out of that one. We almost had a winner here.
Yeah, but that lower back is actually used for one of Enigma's finishers. And oh, wait a minute! Face shot, a second one, another one, multiple face shots by Rion. Looks like having no effect on Enigma. Oh, finally, Enigma starting the weekend. Wait a minute! Oh, and there's a hard right hand. Just like that, Enigma turns it around again. But Enigma is down 2.
1, 2.
Both men on the ground. Enigma's trying to slowly get up. Enigma struggling to get back up. Both men back up. The 5 count. Enigma with a shoulder tackle. Another one. Oh boy. Enigma setting him up. Oh, big boot. And Enigma now wanting to put Rian away. Cover, hooks the leg. Is it over? No! Rian's still in this match. And Enigma getting frustrated.
Well, both of these men have been frustrated at least one point in this match or another. Like I said, not much on the line here tonight other than pride, but RBK, like I said earlier, the momentum that one of these gentlemen might be getting going into next week's match is all that matters.
And now Rian battling back.
Back and forth. Nice hard right hand by Enigma off the ropes.
Oh, and he's down. Spear. That could be it. And no.
Stops the referee from making a 3 count. Very interesting there.
And not only that, he got the shoulder up, so that was only a 2 count irregardless. Wow. Rian known for stopping the referee's hand. Wow. Oh, that was close. But now Rian favoring the ribs.
Yeah, well, you got to look at that spear from Enigma's taken people out numerous times. It won him a heavyweight championship, but Rian now feeling the effects of that. Enigma sees it, and he's backing up. Can we see another one right here?
Okay. Whoa,
there's 2, and that might have been it. That might have sealed the deal here, RBK.
Wait a minute. Oh, wait a minute. I think Enigma might be getting greedy here. A third spear. And now we've seen this finisher before. No, that lower back. Oh, the lower back. Tried to go for the Dark Soul. That's the move that favors that. And he uses that back strength with the lower back. Couldn't quite put Rian away. And instead turned it into, somewhat of a Samoan drop there.
Well, I think the damage has been done to Rian. He is barely moving. But then again, you look at Enigma and he's struggling to get to his feet. Referee now starting that 10 count.
2, 3, 4.
Both men are down. Rian favoring those ribs. Enigma with the lower back.
7.
The referee was dangerously getting close to that 10 count. Rian up.
Wanted to go for a forearm. Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, caught him. I'm not really.
Choke slam of sorts? Just a choke? I don't know. Oh, no way. Got a choke slam by Rian skills. Wow.
Rian showing a little bit of strength on his own. Caught Enigma. I think Enigma's dazed and confused, but.
Yeah, but look at Rian with the ribs. The ribs. There's a cover. Wait a minute. There's a cover. Hooks the leg. Could be over. No.
Only a 2 count. And this match still going on. Rian, I don't know how he pulled the choke slam out of the arsenal, but he did. And Enigma right on that lower back, still feeling the effects. It's anybody's ball game at this point. Rian's still favoring the ribs, as you can see.
Yes. Rian slow. Oh, Enigma popping back up. Look out. Look out.
Third time's a charm, maybe.
Let's see if they'll do it. That's it.
And that's all she wrote.
Enigma defeating Rian's skills.
Well, like I said, RBK, this is the momentum that he needed. And you look at Rian. Rian's not a guy who's been pinned very many times here in the CWA. No. But nonetheless, that puts Enigma one step ahead of the game here going into next week's Gold Rush. But also, if you think about it, it also could put him in contention for the CWA Internet Championship. That's a title that Enigma's held on multiple occasions on himself.
Yes. And Enigma, your winner here tonight.
Well, again, RBK, I just want to reiterate, that's what really matters, that golden opportunity case being held high up above the ring, hanging there. 4 men will compete for that. Angelo Johnson checking Rian, who's not looking very good at this point.
No, he's not. The ribs. The ribs. But, you know, Enigma's the better man here tonight, but I don't know if either man is going to be 100%. Because Enigma's still back injury at all, able to pull out a win over Rian's skills.
Well, there he is. He's up. He's looking up at that case. He knows what it's all about.
You know what? Another thing, this is a feel-out match between those two men right there. Leon and Enigma. So now, before they didn't have any familiar sense with each other, now they do.
Like I said, that's what it's all about, that golden opportunity case.
Absolutely.
Well, speaking of the golden opportunity case, you know, we know who the champion is. We know Aaron Stone is our CWA champion. He will be going into Gold Rush with that championship belt. Aaron Stone not set to compete here tonight, but I do know that he requested a little bit of airtime here, so we're going to give Aaron Stone the opportunity to come out and, I guess, get a couple things off of his chest. So I'm sure it has a lot to do with what happened last week. Of course, we saw last week Tyler Cross and Warlord challenging Aaron Stone. Aaron Stone, I thought for sure, would have been competing by himself, but Mark Reconcile, of all people, came to his aid. So, RBK, you were sitting right here. We know what happened.
Absolutely.
There it is, RBK, the CWA Championship. That will be on the line. Aaron Stone defending against Mark Reconcile, a former champion in his own right.
Last week, I expected things on the cross and more alone, honestly. You know, I know there were a lot of guys that could help me, but I just decided to go on alone. I didn't know that Mark Reconcile would come out and be my partner. I didn't know. And I looked over the footage of what happened, okay? I saw Tyler Cross got into the eyes of Mark, and we lost. But when I went to go check on Mark, I kind of think, a part of me thinks that he knew it was me, but he didn't care, because when I went over to Mark, I said, Mark, hey, are you okay? But he hit me anyway, we lost, but honestly, I have more to worry about water under the bridge. Next week, I'm going to walk in to Gold Rush as your CWA heavyweight champion. Yeah! And to put it quite simply, I'm going to walk out your CWA heavyweight champion.
Well, Aaron Stone, there you have it, RBK. He understands who his opponent is. Here he is right here. He understands who his opponent is going into Gold Rush. And Stone says he intends 100% on walking in with that championship and then walking out. We've seen it done before, RBK. And we already know that Aaron Stone is fully capable of beating Mark Reconcile. It's happening.
Yes, it is.
Nonetheless, Mark Reconcile coming out here. You know, now that I think about it, you know, we were sitting up there. I wonder if that was intentional. That package pile driver?
We're about to find out.
I mean, let's just put it, I'm just going to, you know, call it what it is. I mean, we know Mark Reconcile. Mark Reconcile is kind of, you know, he's a loner. But he'll take advantage of an opportunity, and he doesn't have very many friends here.
Right.
Like I said, what happened last week is completely water on the bridge.
Well, Aaron Stone extending his hand for a shake. Mark Reconcile not walks away.
Alright. Came out here. I thought I was doing the right thing. I obviously, you were on the receiving end of a package pile driver, also referred to as a Terry. Terry! Thank you. Funny story behind it. We'll talk about it some other time. I know it was you. Alright, somebody, I looked like Tyler Cross, I knew him up. Somebody got me in the eyes, and then you received the package pile driver. I apologize. I did not know it was you. I'm not going to sit here and beg you to forgive me. You said you forgive me. That's great. Water under the bridge. So, we're done with that. I'd like to talk about another important issue here. Well, Has to do with that nice thing right there.
Oh. The one that I currently hold.
Yes, you are the current CWA heavyweight champion. Everyone give it up for Aaron Stone.
Hooray! Hooray!
When I came back at Maximum Carnage, I saved you from near death from sequels. I ripped that cage door off. I came in this ring and I helped you. Then weeks later, in the first ever CWA Lumberjack match on Saturday Night Extreme, I ended up helping you retain against Jeff People.
Yep!
Now, I want you to be in the best shape of your fucking life. Because next week, it's CWA. You can flash all the shit you want. Let me tell you this. I've been at home. I've been watching everything you've done. I watched your whole match with Warlord. I took notes on everything you did for the last couple of weeks. Now, when you started here, when I started here, you were nothing. You were some little arrogant fucking punk kid who used to come in the ring. And since then, you've grown. Just because you have a heavyweight title, that doesn't mean you're the man. You're the man for right now. When it comes to CWA Gold Rush next week, Aaron Stone, I want you to be in the best shape of your life, not just the six-pack, mentally, physically. I want you to be ready. Because at CWA Gold Rush, I'm bringing the war to you. I want what you have. At the end of the night, I want you laid out. I want you beaten. I want to raise my hand up high with the CWA title for the third time. You and I, we're going to do battle at Gold Rush. And no matter what you say, no matter what you think, no matter the shape you think you're in, we've had numerous amounts of matches with numerous different outcomes. Just remember, buddy, they've only beaten me once. I've beaten you multiple times. So please, I beg you, son, bring everything you've got to Gold Rush. This is going to be not only the match of 2018, not only the match of your career, but the match in CWA history, the greatest match, like the greatest show on the greatest year.
Yes!
So bring it, Stone, because come next week, I'm bringing it.
Yeah!
And I'm going to walk out with my CWA heavyweight title.
A little harsh, but encouraging. Stone.
Yeah.
Because it's very funny. It's very funny. You know, I do thank you for helping me at Maximum Carnage. I do thank you for helping me retain. But I didn't ask for it. And I like your confidence, you know. You think next week you're going to go in and you're going to beat me. But that's all it is, Mark. It's just confidence. It's not facts. What's factual is that I'm going to kick your ass. And at the end of the match, my hand is going to be the one being raised. Because if I'm not mistaken, aren't you the same guy who lost at Gold Rush last year?
Oh, wow.
Wow.
Taking digs here.
It's very funny. It's very funny. And then you say you want me to be in the best shape of my life. Mark, it's very funny to me because I've been here the past couple of weeks. You say you've been at home watching. I've been here competing. Being a champion. What have you been doing? Sitting on the sofa? Eating sandwiches all day?
Again, another dig by Aaron Stone.
I'm going to show you a fucking sandwich if you keep running your mouth before Gold Rush.
Well, so this might get interesting here, RBK. I'm not really sure. Oh, wait, what the hell does he want?
Ring.
This is Matt Wild's music.
Wild things.
The two of these guys about to compete at Gold Rush next week, about to go at it here tonight.
It's the Wild thing.
And then Matt Wild.
Matt Wild. What the hell's he doing out here?
There's a wild jag off.
jumping in a little late here, but Aaron Stone and Mark Reconcile having some serious words leading into their big main event match next Saturday. Out comes this clown.
Matt Wild also, you know, I said it earlier, Aaron Stone not set to compete here tonight. Our main event is actually next after whatever this was supposed to have been. Mark Reconcile not set to compete, neither is Matt.
It was supposed to be this tag team match that we got coming up next.
Yeah, but we're going to have to wait on that.
You stop, puppet! You stop! And you! I don't remember who the hell you are, so I don't know why the hell you were clapping. See, this is the injustice I've been talking about for a while, since being with O'Doyle Enterprises. One of the big best factions in the CWA.
No.
No, you're not. You are not the Dream Breaker. You are the Golden Boy of the CWA. Yes, the Golden Boy. It's because these puppets right here, he's a puppet, she's a puppet, that idiot outside on his phone is a puppet, but you're the biggest puppet of them all. And the board of directors,
Hey.
let's get wild.
Really?
Let's get wild. Let's get wild. The board of directors are the ones pulling the strings, dangling you around, making sure that you walk out with that title.
You also had the same amount of opportunities as I did, but you're the one who failed every single one.
Right.
So it's on you.
Put Matt Wild in his
I've
place.
gotten screwed over one too many times. Yeah. Right? It should not be you and Mark Reconcile. Yes, it should be me and you manifesting Gold Rush.
I also said whoever wants to step up can come out. You didn't step up.
Right. I was busy with my hair. I'm sorry.
Take you and your fake ass hair in the back.
I just, my child, Matt Wild, thank you for coming out. I have one legitimate question for my child tonight, but
My old child.
it's got a nice ring to it. You're welcome. Couldn't I beat your ass for an opportunity at Aaron Stone at Gold Rush 2018?
Yep.
Didn't I pin your ass in this ring
Yep.
in order to go to Gold Rush?
Yep.
Was anything just handed to me like so?
No.
You sit here all the time and I've been here, I've done this, I've done that. You know, I mean, I remember like 2016, you were out with like a wrist injury from ejaculation or some shit. And I was here every day putting in all the work while you were sitting at home. You and your girlfriend were probably fucking chugging bleach at the moment with each other. Look, I don't know who the fuck you think you are with that fucking rag on your head.
Right.
I'm gonna say this, Wild Child, Matt Wild. You blew your fucking chance. And this is between the two A players, not the fucking bitch.
Right.
Oh, there you go.
That's what the B&B
You see, you said you earned that number one contendership when you defeated me. That was a salty victory. All right. First of all, though, you were gone since Warfare, and then you just magically returned and get handed that number one contendership match.
Oh, he beat you.
Handed, just like he was handed opportunity to get that title.
You're a loser.
You had the same amount of opportunities.
I'm not sure where Matt's going at with all this RBK.
He's delusional.
Worker here in the ring, but you're the biggest puppet. You are a good worker in the ring, and I still want the fuck out of you. You got some balls.
You call me a fucking puppet.
Call the
I
fuck
swear to God.
Come
Mark
on.
Reconcile's getting angry.
But
So is Aaron Stone.
you need to remember, I don't give a damn who you are. You may run circles around this ring, around other people, but you still run circles around the buffet. Just look at you. You are just as big as that loser Greg Knight, who screwed me over one too many times. And when he thinks he's gonna outlast me in a last man standing match, he's got another thing coming. He just had his diabetes gonna hold him back. And when I'm done with him next week, I'll be going home to my kids and my wife, because I'll be their daddy, and here's you laying in a dick somewhere.
Jesus, he's taking shots against... Well, I think Matt Wild has taken one too many shots at one too many people, because now he's got Greg Knight coming out here. and these two men will face each other in a last man standing match. And things are just heating up here, RBK. I thought it was hot enough as it was in this building. It's getting hotter. Wait a minute, Matt Wild trying to walk away.
Oh, look at that!
And he wants no part of it.
What a goon!
It almost looked like Greg was going to punch him, and then, you know, Matt just...
Yeah.
Well, Matt I think, is a little out of his league right here.
Not again.
You come out here and address these two about a shot you failed to make.
It's getting a little ridiculous here, RBK.
Let's forget about the shoulda, coulda, wouldas, and didn't, and worry about what actually is going to happen. In 1 week, you, me, last man standing match at Gold Rush.
Right.
And let's just forget something. I may not be as fit as you. I may not be as fast as Aaron Stone or have the experience that Mark has, but I have never given up. I've always stepped up to the fight. I've always stepped up to the challenge.
Right on.
And you're going to find that there's a side of me that even makes the devil afraid.
Whoa, there you go.
You want to bring our family into this? You want to make this personal?
Sure.
I will leave you in the middle of this ring, drowning in your own blood. And then there's no way in God's green earth or in hell itself that you'll be able to worry about his title or about my goddamn family.
Right.
For now, but this is far from over.
I just got one thing to say to you, Greg.
I have to break the mic again.
Bang, 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 bang.
Wait! And now they're going at it here.
Right hand,
All right, you
Stone,
both the bear
night.
one too many times. Aaron Stone and Mark Reconcile.
Matt Wild has no
Wait a minute.
friends in this
Stone
ring.
tossed into Matt. I'm sorry, Stone tossed. Wait a minute. Now we total pandemonium here. What the hell is going on here? I gotta go. RBK's. What are you doing? RBK trying to play peacemaker here as he breaks everything up here. Lethal.
Great night. Hammering away on that Wild. Aaron
Stone and Mark Reconcile in the other corner. And RBK in there.
The warmest chair I've ever sat in. RBK trying to restore some order.
RBK might get smashed in there.
Reconcile's red hot right now. He's pissed at Stone.
Well, it looked like Stone got thrown into him. I'm not sure if he thought it was intentional or not.
Hold on a second.
Obviously, there's a lot of heat going on right here, right now.
A lot of heat on this chair.
And
This chair is warm.
the main event was supposed to be next, but me and my associates saw what was going on out here, and we're going to make an executive decision and change the main event.
What's he talking about?
RBK is in the middle. He's in the crossfire right now.
Okay, step in the ring. We're going to have Gold Rush, but you're not going to defend your title tonight. You're not going to and you're not going to have each other tonight.
That's right.
But
Fuck you, Matt.
as much as I am a little ticked off about what's going on here, I thought of something.
RBK is getting balder as we speak.
So, here's my idea. Getting down to the point, we're going to have ourselves a tag team match right on the main event. We got approval of those guys upstairs.
All right, heavy.
I approve this.
Main event tonight. I'm headed back.
I don't know. He just kind of stormed off.
Yeah.
No.
What?
Well, we were originally set to have a tag team main event match, but it looks like RBK's
Well, the
changing
tag team match we had planned was pretty terrible.
Well, what can we say?
What's going to happen here?
Our champion, Aaron Stone, and he'll be teaming up with Greg Knight here.
Okay. Against, obviously.
Taking on the team of Matt Wild. And a partner of my choosing. A partner of my choosing, right?
No.
Partner of his choosing. Oh, I think I'm going to make an executive decision on that and say your partner is Batman. Oh, yeah.
Whoa.
Well,
I don't know if that's going to work out so well.
our original main event has just been replaced and upgraded with this tag team main event made by RBK. No, just wrap it up.
What the fuck?
Wrap it up.
This is what happens when you...
That was it. That was over. That was the climax. Close, wrap, scene.
Get to the point, RBK. It's 10 o'clock.
I don't like it because if you want to be Riley O'Doyle's puppet and a flavor, you can quit that wild. What are you even talking about?
Okay.
Okay.
I think we're done.
You think we added that?
I'm just going to turn the volume up there. Well, we now have a new main event here tonight, ladies and gentlemen. The tag team of Aaron Stone and Greg Knight.
Disregard that minor setback.
Yeah. If that could just be edited out, that'd be great.
Let's leave it in.
So now we have a new main event here set tonight. We have a tag team of Aaron Stone and Greg Knight going against the team of Matt Wild and Mark Reconcile. And I don't know how that's going to work, Lethal. But RBK making an executive decision and going down there, and I mean, I like it. I do like it.
Yeah.
But, you know, the show's going to go on. We're going to bring out what would have been the main event.
RBK did one good thing.
Yeah.
He replaced our original main event with a much better one, but then he just had to keep talking for some reason.
Yeah, you know, we're on a time schedule here, RBK. You know, you got to get it out a little quicker. But nonetheless, your would have been main event, now your semi-main event tag team match here. Redneck Connection coming out. There you see the two meatballs consisting of Mad Dog Jack and Clayton Keg.
Wait a minute, there he is, the CWA Second City Champion, Cleotis Keg.
Where has he been?
We saw him a couple of weeks ago. He actually lost to Samuel Maddox in a non-title match. And we now know next Saturday he will defend that championship against Maddox one-on-one. But tonight, his boys, Clayton and Mad Dog, will be in tag team action.
Cleotis not in a really good mood. I heard he got into some sort of a backroom brawl with someone earlier tonight. And here we go, the team.
Eljo going, making his way to the ring, and there you see the leader of this team, Max Alexander, the husband, if you will.
I don't get these guys. I really don't.
As we saw last Saturday,
They got a win last Saturday.
they picked up a disqualification win over Rion Skills and Alex Candido, but as we saw last Saturday, El Dragon can actually perform inside the ring.
Oh, yeah,
Max Alexander is
he's a regular Lou Thesz right there.
Max Alexander is more of the entertainer. He's here for the cameras.
I don't find this guy entertaining. I find him annoying. Good, his mic's off. Short and sweet promo by Max Alexander. Couldn't have asked for anything more. RBK.
We saw both these teams in tag team action last Saturday.
I'm confused, RBK. I get you made the match, and I can't say that I hate it, but how could you go down there and say that we gave you approval when you just kind of stormed off and made up your own mind? I mean, I was kind of confused there. I mean, you didn't ask us. I understand you were playing damage control, but...
Well, I'd like to point out, you guys, excuse me, that last Saturday, both of these teams had tag team matches. As we mentioned, Domestic Dispute was victorious via disqualification over Rion Skills and Alex Candido. And the Rednecks suffered a loss at the hands of Night Terror and Juan Super Loco, Super Scary. Now tonight, something must give. Losers against losers. Someone has to win.
You know what? I did get carried away, guys. My apologies.
Well, regardless, RBK.
I thought you did everything just fine until you asked that the music be cut so you could add a few more words in.
Well, you know what? Those guys, they can't be. They want to complain. They want to beg whatever. And you know, beggars can't be choosers. But Matt Wild deserved that insult after all. A little taste of his own medicine. He wants to be O'Doyle's pussy bitch and a flamer. Yeah,
Whoa.
I can't.
Let's take it easy.
Children's show, RBK.
Mad Dog Jack now in the ring. Speaking of children, this man has abducted several. And now he's hammering away on Max Alexander. That was a stiff forearm.
Yeah, and now the two rednecks got this Max Alexander in the corner, and this just screams racism. Wait a minute, I couldn't believe Clayton got his foot up that high. And again, I just want to point out, look who is refereeing this match.
Well, Sean Danger always seems to wind up officiating the matchups of the Redneck Connection. He became an official member a few weeks ago, welcomed into the group by Mad Dog Jack. A couple of dirtballs joining forces.
Clayton with a back elbow, knocking El Dragoon off the ropes. Into the corner, nice back elbow, hits Max right in the chest. And Max on his knees, used to this position.
Oh,
Suplex. Heaved him over. Cover here. 1, 2. Oh, only a 2 count. El Dragoon trying to break that up.
Dragoon there, but okay.
Well, he's a goon, so.
Okay, I get it.
Tomato.
Potato, I get it.
I've never heard anyone call it a potato. And if anybody does call it potato, they ought to be shot.
Ah, come on.
And now the tag into Mad Dog.
Tag team match continues here. Mad Dog in. Clayton with his flexible ability there to choke out Max Alexander with his right foot. Sean Danger comes for 5. Here comes, oh, Mad Dog with a nice stiff splash. Oh, but he's allowing him to tag him in? What kind of a strategy is this? He wants El Dragoon. Well, RBK, I can tell you right now, the fans are glad you made a new main event because they would have had to sit through this and our attendance would go down even further.
Well, they still have to sit through it. That hasn't changed.
Oh,
El Dragoon though. There you go.
DDT and the awkwardly proportioned Mad Dog.
Notice the left hand immediately covering up the belly.
Oh yeah, of course.
Can we go home?
Oh, Jesus.
Look out.
Whoa, the strength there by Mad Dog. Running power slam Rance. Oh boy. Ah!
That looked like it hurt bad.
And now tagging in Clayton Keg.
Clayton Keg in.
I'm sure Mad Dog and Clayton feel right at home wrestling Dragoon, preying on smaller individuals.
Yeah, of course.
There's that leg drop.
El Dragoon's probably $1.50 soaking wet.
And of course the Rednecks, I mean, I see him out there, that's Atkins City champion Cleota's Keg.
Well, he's walking around beer in hand. This man will go on next week.
Clayton Keg just punched Max Alexander.
Samuel Maddox.
You know, I think Clayton Keg's one of those guys that he's got the potential there. He's.
Oh boy, here we go. RBK, what is this? The beer run.
The beer run.
Oh, that'll do it. Cover him. Count to 10. Nicely done by the Rednecks.
And that.
Oh, a little hesitant there. I'm not sure why he hesitated.
I don't know either. Uh-oh.
And the Rednecks pick up a victory, redeeming themselves from last week's loss.
Whoa.
Oh, wait a minute.
And Cleota's now.
Well, here we go. A 3-on-2 beatdown, Redneck
Picking
style.
up the scraps. The CWA Second City champions in the ring.
Oh, boy.
Uh-oh. Are we going to see a power bomb? I hope so. Oh!
Yeah, selling this
Jesus.
on El Dragoon by Clayton Keg.
These guys are getting beat up.
Notice lining up the foot. Oh!
Big move. Wow.
Oh boy. Cleotis wants him. Now Cleotis, as I was saying, he has the Second City Championship and he will go on.
Not one of those power bombs. No.
Oh, God.
No, don't do it.
Wait a minute. Now we know whose music that is. That's Samuel Maddox. He is the number one contender. There he is.
And now he's going after the Rednecks.
Samuel Maddox has hit the ring. Down goes Mad Dog Jack. now it's just Maddox and Cleotis.
Are we gonna see a fight? Oh, he misses the big boot.
Look out!
Oh, he went for it. Wait, come on now. God damn it.
And Cleotis is backpedaling out of the ring.
Well, these two gentlemen will go on to Gold Rush 6, where they will compete for the CWA Second City Championship. Maddox will go up against the champion Cleotis, and Maddox, I can tell you right now, that look in his eye, this man is insane.
He sure is.
And down goes El Drago, and Cleotis and Mad Dog still getting their shots in on these guys. Domestic dispute destroyed tonight by the Rednecks. Mad Dog showing the sign. There's a redneck in the audience, that dirtball Corey. I know him. He used to referee for us. And now he's a member of the Rednecks too. Turn it up.
Well, wait a minute now.
And Domestic Dispute is trying to get to their feet. And if it weren't for Samuel Maddox coming out here, these guys would have gotten even a further ass beating.
Are we gonna see a little dance off here?
Max Alexander back in the ring. Max Alexander, I think he's thanking Samuel Maddox. Oh, Maddox!
Oh my goodness!
I don't think Maddox came out here really to help these guys, but he just laid out Max Alexander anyway. And it will be Maddox versus Cleotis one-on-one next Saturday night at Gold Rush 6 for the CWA Second City title.
We're winding down here as we wait for El Dragoon to scoop up Max Alexander. I just want to again touch base on our main event, which is now next. RDK taking the liberty of making this match kind of interesting. I'm kind of curious to see how this is going to play out. Because I don't think it's going to go how you have it planned, but you never know.
Fine. Now you want a little preview of Gold Rush? Fine. Nothing goes as planned, Michael Andrews.
Yeah, you're right. You're right.
One more time?
I guess. I don't want to.
We need to get ready for this new main event that RBK booked, the impromptu main event.
Yeah, but what's El Drago doing?
I don't know.
You're leaving him.
A domestic dispute between domestic dispute.
Whatever.
Right? Exactly.
Well, there they go. There's some movement.
I'm in love with love,
Really? What have to go down
Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go. Main event time. Let's get to it. How about it?
Yes.
You happy, RBK, with the three? You happy?
Who cares?
Well, here he comes, the self-proclaimed wild thing, Matt Wild. You ready to get wild, RBK? Come on, RBK. I know you like this guy. You were always one of Matt Wild's biggest fans.
Up until he went senile and double-crossed Stone and then became O'Doyle's goon.
I think Robert Lundy left. Well, Matt Wild waiting for some sort of a response from the crowd. Well, we're going to bring out his tag team partner. I don't know what to say. Here he is, the man that will go against Aaron Stone for the CWA Heavyweight Championship next week at Gold Rush. He is Mark Reconcile.
You know, Mark Reconcile, not really happy with my decision, but you know what? This is what it is.
Well, they better get along here. I mean, you know, in a match like this, and I'm sure Lethal will agree, it all boils down to momentum. And who's going to have the momentum going into next week? There's a lot's on the line.
I couldn't agree more. And I think the momentum actually favors Aaron Stone. But my gut tells me that Mark Reconcile is going to walk out of here the CWA Heavyweight Champion next Saturday. So I don't know. And that's a good thing. The fact that I don't know is a good thing.
Well, he did mention
Truly could go either way next Saturday night, June 9th at Gold Rush. But tonight, these two guys, an unlikely team, Matt Wild and Mark Reconcile, going up against Greg Knight and Aaron Stone. And there is Greg Knight.
Greg Knight possibly in the best shape of his life coming back here after a really long hiatus.
Greg Knight is built. Let me tell you guys, he is built like mashed potatoes.
He's back here, and he came back like he said. He doesn't care that he's no longer competing for the Golden Opportunity case. He doesn't care about winning or losing. What he cares about is getting his hands on Matt Wild, and he's going to do that next week in a last man standing match. There's no running away. There's no getting disqualified.
Seldom wrong and right again, Michael Andrews.
Wait a minute. It's Sean Danger.
Greg Knight is back for one reason. That is Matt Wild. But I got to tell you, I've had quite a few beers tonight, and Sean Danger is sticking up the joint. But here comes the CWA Heavyweight Champion, Aaron Stone, making his way to the ring.
Stone, of course.
He was our partner at Warfare. A big part of the reason why we won.
Well, you know, Stone, I just gotta point it out, RBK. I mean, you made the match. Stone and Greg Knight could be a decent team here. I mean, you look at Mark Reconcile and Matt Wild. Nobody likes Matt Wild. Wait a minute, face to face here. Sean Danger.
This should be a good one. Four of the top guys in the CWA, dare I say it. With tag team action here tonight. RBK, good job making this match.
Well, it's a hell of a lot better than the last match.
Yeah.
No one wanted to end Extreme on
How
that.
could it be worse? Referee Sean Danger in there. It's going to be Matt Wild and Aaron Stone to tie it up. These are the only two guys that have held the CWA title so far in 2018. Matt Wild opened the year as our champion, turning his back on the audience and everyone else. Stone, our current champion, far more athletic than the older Matt Wild. Matt Wild has gone bald. Don't let the wig fool you. He's in his mid-30s. Stone in his young 20s. Stone tags in his partner tonight, Greg Knight. Here he comes. Greg Knight and Matt Wild entered the CWA together
as the Dark Angels.
Early 2013, the Dark Angels. I had the honor of competing against these guys with my partner at the time, the Chi-Town Legend.
Well, nice right hand there by Greg Knight, catching Matt Wild right across the jaw.
More than one tag team match I had with Chi-Town Legend against these two guys. They've had quite the history here in CWA, competing in the hardcore division, being enemies at one point. Greg Knight now with a huge forearm to the face. Greg Knight revealing himself to be, of course, Blackbird, the member of the Dark Entity, turning his back officially on Matt Wild inside the steel cage.
You know, that guy kidnapped me and put me in like a
November 2014.
Jesus.
And yes, that was all part of it.
Oh man, now you see Greg Knight with the arms of Matt Wild. The fury and the rage he feels toward Matt Wild, and there it is, a tag mate to Stone.
I'm surprised he even tagged Stone back in. You figured Greg would have torn Matt apart by now.
Of course, 3 out of these 4 guys have held the CWA Heavyweight title. Oh! 5 combined reigns between these 4 guys. Greg Knight, of course, has never held the championship, but Stone's held it on 2 separate occasions, as has Mark Reconcile. Matt Wild, of course, former champion in his own right, and Stone with the running forearm.
And Matt is down and possibly out. And here we go. 1, 2. Not enough.
Greg Knight did come back to the CWA for one reason and one reason only, back in March, and it was to get his hands on Matt Wild and express his frustrations with Matt Wild. Excuse me. Matt Wild.
Oh man.
His actions not sitting well with Greg Knight.
Wait a minute. You look at Stone with the remarks made across the ring to Mark Reconcile. And Greg Knight throwing his 300-plus pound shoulder right into. Wait. What's going on? Matt with a thumb to the eye.
And now attacking the Mark now. Did Mark just distract the referee on purpose?
I don't know.
I know Mark better than both you guys, and he is fully capable of manipulating the referee, the situation, or anyone else for that matter. And now he's just taking it to Greg Knight. Two big men in the ring right now.
Those quick shots right to the forehead of Greg Knight. He's wearing him down.
I don't think these guys have ever gone at it one-on-one, to be honest with you.
No.
Both men over 300 pounds. Mark, the more experienced of the two, as Greg pointed out earlier in the ring.
Yeah, you could just feel the animosity here, RDK, Lethal. These guys, there's a lot of bad blood here. I mean, the history alone between Mark Reconcile and Aaron Stone, and of course the history between Matt Wild and Greg Knight stemming back several years. Of course, recently Matt Wild and Aaron Stone, their bouts over the last few months for that CWA gold.
Mark Reconcile now, right hand after right hand to Greg Knight.
Sean Danger trying to stay on top of this. Mark, known to break rules here.
I'd like to talk about Mark Reconcile's history at CWA Gold Rush. He brought this up when he returned about a month ago.
A blind tag.
Matt Wild has just tagged himself in. Mark Reconcile really made a name for himself when he teamed up with you two guys.
Double X angle.
Down goes Greg. Cover now. Stone breaks it up. Mark Reconcile really made a name for himself here in the CWA when he teamed up with you two guys in Gold Rush 3. Successfully defeating the Capitalists at the time. Myself, Tony Taylor, Zeke the Plumber, Cleotis Keg, and Big Mac. And now a nice kick for Matt Wild.
Baseball slide kick. And
Mark would go on to Gold Rush 4 to not only win the Golden Opportunity match against you, Michael Andrews, and 4 other competitors, one of them who has been stricken from the record books, but also would go on to walk out of Gold Rush 4, the CWA Heavyweight Champion, pinning Enigma, who had previously defeated me for the title.
You look at Aaron Stone trying to get involved. Mark Reconcile,
And last year,
looking
Gold
on
Rush
his mat,
5,
was choking Greg Knight.
Mark Reconcile said it was the beginning of the downfall for him when he and Steeples were defeated for the Tag Team Championships by Super Scary. But it all comes full circle, and Mark is back, and he has himself a CWA Heavyweight title match next Saturday against Aaron Stone in what could be one of the biggest main events in CWA's history.
And that's the scary part. Mark's back, and he's pretty much done everything there is to do here. So he's back here with one intention. That intention is to be the man with a basement clothesline right there to Greg Knight, and Greg Knight might be out.
now, Warlord, I hope you were watching. That's how it's done.
Yeah, Greg Knight back here for one reason only, and he mentioned it earlier when he said he's here to take that CWA championship away from Stone, and he can do it.
Greg came very close to making it to the Final Four of the Golden Opportunity
you're right.
Tournament.
Oh boy.
Put up a valiant effort last Saturday against Enigma, but Enigma was
Is
victorious.
that a whiff? I'm not sure what that was.
And Mark now.
Another blind tag by Matt Wild.
Again, is that the third one?
Oh, boy, these two.
I don't know, if I were Matt, I would have let Mark do a little bit more damage. Take it from me, when you're teaming up with Mark Reconcile, you just kind of sit there and let him do all the work.
Oh, of course. Well, Matt wants to make it meaningful. Oh boy. Trying to put Greg in the very much larger Greg Knight in a side headlock. Greg trying to gain a little bit of leverage.
Larger and slower, Greg Knight.
Oh boy.
Oh,
Picked him
wow.
up, dropped him on the back of his neck, hitting the back of his neck on that turnbuckle.
And Matt Wild may be seriously injured at the hands of Greg Knight.
Greg down. Mark taunting Greg Knight. Greg Knight on the verge of having a stroke.
Hey, what'd you say, was that last week you had me laughing?
What about? Yeah.
Was that earlier tonight? I don't know.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Action here.
Greg with a
Oh,
forearm.
yeah, the arms flapping in the wind.
No, last Saturday.
Yeah, that was
you had
last
me at
Saturday.
that.
Greg Knight with a cover. 2. Only a 2 count. Well, Matt, not out yet. Stone waiting anxiously in his corner. Mark Reconcile enjoying a beverage. Greg Knight and Matt. Jawbreaker there.
Is that an RC Cola?
Kick to the midsection.
Water.
And now he goes to the eyes again.
Come on now, right in front of the referee. Sean Danger has to tell him, watch the eyes.
Oh, wait a minute. Matt giving orders to the #1 contender to Aaron Stone's championship, Mark Reconcile.
Get your ass in there and take care of the pieces.
Oh, wow. Really?
Now Matt's trying to boss around Mark Reconcile.
I'm talking to a
Well, we know that doesn't work very well. Lethal, you should know more better than anybody.
Yeah, Mark doesn't like to be bossed around in front of people. When you get him backstage and tell him what he needs to do, he'll do it.
What the heck? A bitch slap.
Yeah. Uh-oh. I can almost smell it. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Oh!
Yep.
Look out!
Oh, God.
Look out!
Mark out. I thought I smelled something, but it was Sean Danger all along. And Mark has just gotten the better of Matt Wild.
Man, fuck you, man. You gay-ass piece of shit, motherfucker.
Well, Mark is not happy here. Stone anxiously awaiting a tag. Greg Knight is on his knees. And Mark Reconcile walking over. But is he the legal man? I do believe he is. Yes, he is.
Oh, no.
187.
Down goes Mark Reconcile. He's down in the middle of the ring.
Cover!
But Greg Knight's down as well.
Oh, both men down, I thought. Both men down. I thought there was a pin there. I just couldn't see. And now the both men are down.
Stone with his arm extended. Matt trying to catch his breath in the opposite corner. And the crowd's really behind this one, folks. And there's the tag, Stone and Matt.
There we go.
And Stone like a wall of fire. Down goes Matt again.
There we go.
Oh, and he kicks his face off.
Sure did.
Stone's waiting for him to get up. Matt's up. Here he goes, that
Combo
combo.
shots.
Yeah.
Oh, side kick from Matt. Caught it. Caught the kick. Oh.
And wait a minute, there was a blind tag there by Greg. Wait a minute, Stone kicked Mark Reconcile. Wait a second. Off the end of the turnbuckle there.
No.
But Greg is the legal man. Oh boy.
Oh, look out.
Oh, up and down.
Submission move here.
Do you want to quit?
Oh, he tapped
He
out.
taps out.
No way. Greg Knight has just made Matt Wild tap out in the middle of the ring.
Yeah, I mean,
Who will be the last man standing, though, next Saturday night?
I don't know, but you know
Greg
what?
Knight or Matt Wild?
Greg Knight and his partner Aaron Stone standing victorious in this empty arena match. And they now have the momentum going forward to Gold Rush.
Oh, man.
Greg Knight just did the unthinkable. He pinned Matt Wild. Hey, he didn't pin him. He submitted him. And that's what it's all about next week. Last man standing. And Greg Knight is standing tall here tonight at CWA Extreme.
Keep in mind that this could happen. This could happen because Stone could be walking out. And Stone once again
Oh, look, Stone and Mark reconcile face to face, and there's what it's all about. Stone holding up his championship belt, Mark holding his shirt up.
Yeah. Then again, Greg Knight could actually be beating Matt Wild just like this.
Well, Matt, nowhere to go here. Greg Knight stalking him like he stalks a late night snack. Oh boy, are we getting fisticuffs here on the outside? He's got him.
He's got Matt Wild.
Greg Knight, 187 on the. Oh boy, I don't know what. 187 on the outside. Jesus.
Oh, wait a minute.
Wait, no.
Done.
Oh God. Oh jeez. I think Matt Wild's gonna eat himself a nice package pile driver. Oh God. Jesus.
There's the F.U. Riley moment from Mark Ricketts.
Oh, if that's a message to anybody, that's a message to Aaron Stone. And by God, if he hits Aaron Stone with one of those package pile drivers, we are going to have a new champion next week at CWA Gold Rush.
Aaron Stone is a hell of a CWA champion, but The fact of the matter is he's got to go one-on-one with that man Mark Reconcile next Saturday night in the main event. And I don't know who's going to come out on top, but I can't wait to find out.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that's it for us. This was the Go Home Show to Gold Rush. I am Michael Andrews.
RBK here. And I'm Lethal. Thank you for watching.
We'll see you next week.
Good night at Gold Rush.